Thomas, and I believe that's a good call. And Pastorini is sure it's a good call. He can get out of his end zone. Let's look at it again. You will see it's a very difficult pass to timeout for Pastorini. Second down and 10.
He's had some bad nights on Monday Night Football. I think we've jinxed him.
And I think you jinxed him.
John Sawyer is the tight end, number 81. The wide receivers, 89, Earl Thomas, 00, Ken Burrow. This time, good protection. Overthrown, almost picked off by Mumford. Intended for Earl Thomas. It'll be 3rd and 10.
He hit Mumford beautifully on that, Alex.
Yes, he did.
What Meredith used to say, they're the only ones open. Tough night when you're going against a fine defense, and Baltimore is a good defensive team. You get way behind them. You have to play catch-up. It's tough on your offensive linemen because those defensive linemen, they just come at any angle they want. And those won't make very good reading in Houston tomorrow, those stats. 3rd down and 10. Pastorini, 7 of 13. Hadel earlier was 1 of 8. Intended for Sawyer, but again, Baltimore with good defensive coverage. Fernandez, number 73, was back there, along with number 53, Stan White.
So we've got 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the football game. We are now told that they did sell out here tonight. 60,020, the announced crowd. They can feel happy about their football team. The Colts are a powerhouse team again in the NFL. They proved it here on national television tonight. 31 points on the scoreboard, 7 for Houston.
And a team that began this year with a lot of controversy between their owner, their coach, and their quarterback. Pastorini fires, and I believe the first down was made. And it depends on where they mark this ball. It was Greg Stemrick that caught the ball, and I believe he has it. And he did not allow any margin for error, because he is right at the 33-yard line. And that's where he had to go. I'm sure we're going at the 38-yard line, and we are going to have a measurement.
Well, had he just fallen down, Frank, you'd have had that first down, but he elected to try to pick up some more yardage there. It's kind of tricky.
I think he got it anyway, Alex.
Greg Stemrick, second-year man out of Colorado State, and he has the first down. Pastorini passing out of punt formation. Let's look at it again. There's Stemrick, number 27. He'll come back into your picture. And there he has the first down well beyond it, but he takes that one step back. Then he was hit, and that's where they marked it. 1st and 10 for Houston. 6 minutes remaining in the game. Oilers trailing Baltimore 31-7. Pastorini, man wide open, deep downfield. The tight end, John Sawyer. And somebody lost him. And Sawyer takes it all the way down to the 8-yard line. Jackie Wallace back there, 54-yard gain. Let's look at it again. And again, Jackie Wallace, the free safety, playing center field, obviously had troubles with this one as John Sawyer, the tight end, second-year man out of Southern Mississippi, makes the reception and moves to the 9-yard line.
Here's some splendid isolation. So suddenly the Colts, who hadn't been scored upon for 7 consecutive periods, have given up 1 touchdown and are in danger of giving up another.
Play action fake. Going for Ollie Taylor, and Jackie Wallace was there defending. I don't know whether Wallace was able to touch that or not.
Glenn Dowdy, the wide receiver from Michigan, and you see, wears golf clubs. Keeps the hands warm for one thing. Yeah, show us, Glenn. Thank you very much. That's a tape.
Curious, I don't believe he wears them while he's playing. Chilly night here in Baltimore. A lot of the fans well fortified against the chill. Second down. Pastorini. And a flag is down. Flag is down at the goal line. Lloyd Mumford covering Joe Dawkins.
That's John Sawyer, the young tight end, who was all alone when he made the catch that set up this Houston scoring threat.
And a holding call is going to go against Baltimore.
You like my coat I have on tonight, Howard?
That will make it 1st and goal.
That's Kangaroo.
Defensive holding, number 25, 1st down.
Ray Oldman, who replaced Nelson Muncy at the right cornerback, was guilty of holding. Aldy Taylor has the ball. And Aldy Taylor upended down around the 2-yard line. Dan Dickel was over there along with Ken Novak. Novak, a rookie out of Purdue and a 1st-round draft pick. Pick number 74. Here's a good look at Aldy Taylor. For so many years, a great running back with Detroit. Hospitalized after the trade to Houston earlier in the year. Got a late start. Hasn't been doing much. Only had 2 attempts from scrimmage coming into tonight's game. Second down and goal. The ball at the 2. That's Dawkins. Dawkins has the touchdown. So Houston has rallied somewhat here in the 4th quarter with 4:04 remaining.
Don't forget, folks, next Monday night, the Los Angeles Rams against the Cincinnati Bengals, 2 of the power teams in the National Football League. We think it's a first-rate attraction. In the long history of Monday Night Football, this is now our 7th year. We've had tough competition against us. We face it next Monday night because there's a movie called Gone with the Wind. Point as good as you can see, 31-14.
Skip Butler drills the conversion for Houston. Then we get a monitor up here.
Well, Gone with the Wind was a great movie. It still is a great movie, but we think we've got a better one for you with Los Angeles against Cincinnati. We're willing to risk it. Once we went against The Godfather. Remember, Frank?
We got crushed.
Denver at 3-5 against Kansas City at 3-5. We siphoned off enough from The Godfather so that the sponsors over there got crushed.
All right, there's 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in this game, and Houston is trying to make it a little more respectable. If you came in late, it was all Baltimore. They had it 24-0 at one point in the 3rd quarter. As a matter of fact, they had it 31-0 before Houston was able to put together anything, and that was a 53-yard touchdown pass from Pastorini to Burroughs. Okay, Butler drills it, and again, Baltimore anticipating the onside kick. They did not get it. Bruce Laird gets out to the 29-yard line. And again, it was Al Johnson hustling down there from the special teams, number 15. And let's take a look at him again.
He gets hit low, but he hits him high. All the way.
You cannot imagine the noise that takes place at the point of contact of these special teams.
Oh, it's crunch time.
Number 34 gets the call. That's Ron Lee, rookie, West Virginia, upended, line of scrimmage.
Frank and Howard, I spent all week over there with the Los Angeles Rams. I did a picture for ABC for their children's special coming up December 1st, and they were very, very gracious to me. And I wanted to thank that whole organization, Carol Rosenblatt, Don Klosterman. It is Klosterman, isn't it?
Custer and Rosenblatt.
I had a lot of hot dogs tonight, Frank.
When did you first meet Mr. Rosenblatt?
Rosenblatt.
Second down. Don McCulley, right side. It's a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And there goes
Nelson Muncy.
Off the right cornerback. Injured his right knee earlier in the game.
Incidentally, there'll be ceremonies in Wisconsin on Thursday, Frank. 3 great names being ushered into the Hall of Fame out there. Vince Lombardi, the late great coach. Eddie Matthews, who had his halcyon days with the Milwaukee Braves. And, of course, Pat Harder, the great men of yesteryear from Wisconsin.
3rd and 8, quick toss, Ron Lee. And Ron Lee turns on a lot of speed down the sideline. He's not, I don't believe he has gone out of bounds. No. A 69-yard touchdown by Ron Lee, a big man and obviously gifted with a great deal of speed. He turned that corner, turned it on. 6'4", 220 pounds. He went 69 yards for a Baltimore touchdown.
You'll be hearing about him in the years to come, too. An otherwise draft choice, rookie from West Virginia. This team is so young, so dynamic.
Well, I want to see that again because he turned the corner and was gone. Our producer, Dennis Lewin, says I will after the kick.
Dennis Lewin.
We will watch Tony Lenhart. Bill Troop holding. 69-yarder, according to my statistician, Jerry Klein.
Sure, he gives you all the accurate ones.
Let's look at it again. A quick toss. The quarterback is Troop. Ron Lee is the running back. He's big. He's 6'4", 220, and watch him turn that corner. And he's gone.
Just stayed in bounds. Look back once, twice, 3 times. No, 4 times. Breezes on in.
And you know what? I like it. He didn't spike it.
I'm glad that Chet Forney recovered from that terrible bite his dog gave him last week. I was really concerned about that. The dog is a vicious dog, you know, very big.
You have to be careful with those Yorkshire.
He weighs 3.5 pounds,
dogs.
that dog.
Steve Bazika, our spotter, as he is on the road all the time from Canton, Ohio. Lenhart will kick off for Baltimore. 2:31 remaining in the game.
Howard, can I congratulate you for winning the what is it, the football award for the Van Patrick Award? I guess it's the first annual. That's a wonderful thing because I knew that man. He was a wonderful guy.
Alex, I believe it was the second. Kurt Gowdy won that award last year, but nevertheless, I'd congratulate you too, Howard.
Well, you're both very kind. You're right about Van Patrick. A lot of years. A lot of years we were together.
He was the voice of the Lions for many, many years. I knew Van very, very well.
Met him early on in my own broadcast life, and then used to bump into him in Europe when we were originating a lot of fights from Europe.
We have 2:24 remaining in the game as Dan Pastorini remains as Bum Phillips quarterback. His setbacks, Aldi Taylor 42, Joe Dawkins 33, Earl Thomas 89, Ken Burrow 00. Those are the wide receivers. Pastorini, strong arms hit for Burrow. Wallace, in fact, they're defending, and you're going to have an interference call against Wallace.
Absolutely a good call.
Well, that a short while ago, an interference call against Oldman set up a Houston touchdown. Now it's Jackie Wallace climbing all over the frame of Ken Burrow.
It's a full Nelson.
There's Ron Lee. Has to be a very delighted youngster. The rookie, 3rd-round draft pick out of West Virginia. Just went 69 yards for a touchdown.
Well, he's entitled to smile on the sideline.
Yeah.
His team's ahead. He's just made a great play. He's entitled to smile, unlike some others.
Pastorini firing for Burrow. And Burrow, on a cool night, could have lost a few fingers trying to handle that one. Pastorini had smoke on it. 2nd down and 10.
2:14 left in the game. Houston trying to pour over still another touchdown. They've gotten 14 points up on the board in the 4th quarter.
Next week, Houston will take on Cleveland, then they go against Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. In that order. Screen pass, and Dawkins took his eyes off of it. Pastorini jumped up and down, and he is really hot. He has not had a lot of help tonight.
Neither did Adel. As you mentioned, John had 4 dropped on him.
Yeah, we don't have the air conditioning here that they have in the Astrodome. That could have something to do with it.
Well, look what's going to happen to Houston. They'll be in a three-way tie with the now oncoming Steelers in Cleveland.
And we'll be in Cincinnati next Monday night, as will the Los Angeles Rams. On third down, Pastorini gets rid of it, but he's thrown to the ground by John Dutton. Dutton tossing Pastorini around like a rag doll.
And Dan didn't like it a bit. He came up, looked for a moment like he was ready to level with a combination. A left-right, but no. Suddenly looked at Dutton and realized it might be a time for a cooler head to prevail.
Dutton comes in, number 78, top of your screen. Burrow is the intended receiver. And Pastorini bites the dust. On fourth down, Houston will go. They trail 38-14. And a man open is Alston. The tight end overthrown. And clock has ticked down to 2 minutes, and there will be the 2-minute warning. Dan Pastorini, a sad night for Dan tonight. 2-minute warning. We'll be returning to Baltimore in just a moment.
Hey, you want to see my XR7? See it now. The year of the new Mercury Cougar XR7 with a total new look for 77. Bolder, more of a Cougar than any Cougar before. And now, the XR7 comes with new Cougar running mates. Handsome 4-door sedans, 2-door hardtops, sporty Cougar wagons. See them now. The year of the cat.
This is the lifeblood of your car. It's coolant. Like gasoline and oil, your coolant is important. So this is a name to know. Dowguard. Dowguard guards your car's cooling system. Dowguard keeps it from freezing when it's freezing. Dowguard can keep it from boiling when it's boiling. And Dowguard helps guard it year-round from rust and corrosion. Dowguard. It's the lifeblood of your car.
Saturday, ABC Sports presents an outstanding NCAA football game between Southeastern Conference arch rivals Georgia and Florida. See the 7th-ranked Bulldogs battle the explosive Gators, beginning at 2 Eastern Time, Saturday on ABC.
Final 2 minutes of this football game from Baltimore's Memorial Stadium, a game dominated all the way by the Baltimore Colts. You're looking at Bill Troop, 3-year man out of South Carolina who replaced Kurt Jones. Ron Lee is in there, number 34, the only setback for Baltimore. At one point, the Colts led 31-0. The score now 38-14 as Ron Lee gets the call. Bill Troop played up in Calgary. 1973, signed as a free agent for Philadelphia. In 74, was cut there. Came over to Baltimore. They waived him last year. He returned to Philadelphia. They cut him. He came back to Baltimore this year, so he's traveled a little bit. Big man, 6'5", 215, out of South Carolina.
Underground railway from Baltimore to Philadelphia.
We watch this from the end zone. Our director, Chet Forty, browsing around, looking for interesting plays. Ron Lee goes to the left. That's back in. I like this big man, Ron Lee.
He looks good, doesn't he?
He does. He gets 7 yards. It'll be third down and 3.
Nice to have Dennis Lewin with us for a second straight week.
He's a little tired. He was with me out in Seattle with Evel Knievel, and we did an all-nighter to get that show ready.
What did Evel jump this time, Brian? Buildings?
No, just anything they put in his way. He jumped a bunch of buses.
Worried us a little bit. Landed too forwardly on that front wheel.
He almost bought it. And a practice jump that was. Here's Ron Lee. Comes up short of the first down. The 34-yard line. We'll see the Colt punting team as the seconds tick off.
Well, they're marching around in front of us now with a sign that says, California, here we come. Super Bowl game, of course, will be played in Pasadena this year, or rather early next year in January. And you can understand these Colt fans. They've had a taste of Super Bowl in the past. The incredible upset loss to the Jets, January 12, 1968. And, of course, the victory over Dallas 16-13 on the Jim O'Brien field goal. This young, exciting, aggressive, brilliantly led team with Bert Jones at the helm appears that it might be ready to move on, certainly into the playoffs and possibly to the Super Bowl.
David Lee will punt. Pride of Boston College. Ronnie Coleman's had a pretty good night tonight. Awaiting the punt for Houston. Timeout called by Houston. And this is Coleman at his 34-yard line. And down he goes at the 32 by Randy Hall. And gives us an opportunity to tell you the executive producer of NFL Monday Night Football is Bruce Arledge. Coverage of tonight's game is produced by Dennis Lewin, directed by Chet Forty. Our technical director, Bill Morris, associate producer Dick Buffington, associate director Jeff Cohan, engineering supervisor Dick Moran, unit manager Murray Schwartz, assistant to the producer William Wallace. There are 15 seconds remaining, and I believe Baltimore has firmly established themselves as one of the powerhouses in pro football today. Dennis Zabel, I might add, our unit manager here in Baltimore. Mac Alston has it at the 45-yard line as the seconds tick off on the clock. And Houston stops it with 5. 5 seconds remaining. They have one more. That won't be necessary. It'll disappear. And don't forget, we'll be in Cincinnati next Monday night. The Cincinnati Bengals, number 1 in the Central Division of the AFC, the number 1 defensive team, explosive also on offense. Isaac Curtis, a brilliant wide receiver, and of course Kenny Anderson, who every year is either all-pro or should be. Looking forward to that. And of course, Los Angeles Rams off a big win yesterday over Seattle. James Harris firmly reestablished, their quarterback, and of course the brilliant runner Lawrence McCutcheon. That's next Monday night. This should be the final play, and fittingly, I would suspect, keeping in tone with this game, Pastorini is sacked. Tom Phillips looking on, obviously disappointed that they took on a powerhouse tonight in the Baltimore Colts. And we'll be back in just a moment.